Hello and welcome to how to make a two-player tank shooter game. I'm going to start off by creating myself a couple tank sprites. Just going to draw a little rectangle, remove the outline, and draw something to signify the front. And then I'll copy it and paste it for the second one. Turn it to the other side. Change the color to green. Maybe turn this one around too. Center that. Now to start with the backdrop, going to start with something black and draw on some obstacles. Let's do this color. Couple squares, maybe a circle. Yours can look better. I'm just going to do it quickly for mine. Okay, to start with the code, I'm going to make some variables. Green, tank, lives. Purple, tank, lives. Green, turret, direction. Purple, turret, direction. That looks okay. So start off with the one green flag clicked. Show. And I'll have it start in a corner and the other one in the other corner. Show. Go to his position and face the opposite side. And then set the purple lives to 3. And then give it some movement. Forever. If the up arrow is clicked, I want to change the Y by 10 and point in the direction 90. I'm not sure what it is for now, so we'll try it out later. Ooh, I should also make the tanks a bit smaller, maybe 80% or 70, we'll see later. Duplicate this for the down, change Y by -10, and point in the opposite direction. If you wanted to, you could make the directional arrows turn the tank, but I'm just going to make it so the tank moves in the direction instead of turning. So change, if the right arrow is clicked, change X by 10 and point in the direction 90. And duplicate for the left side, -10, and the opposite direction. And that looks about okay. Now we're going to go to the green tank and duplicate everything for it and change the variables. And this we want to point in this direction. Set green tank lives to 3. This is the W key, and the S key, the D, and the A. That looks okay. Now to make ourselves the turret, I'm just going to draw a quick, want it to be a bit, or I'll give it an outline of black. See how that looks. Give it, oops, I want the eyedropper. Okay, that's not gonna work. Just estimate, green, there, and then a straight line. Drag it down a bit. That looks okay. And then you can make yours look much better than mine. Paint, paste, change the color to purple. Yeah, that looks okay. Call this purple turret. Then green turret. Then green tank. And the purple tank. Let's go to the code. We're gonna bring out an if arrow clicked. Going to want to look show. Go to the front layer so it's in front of the tank instead of behind it. And then I want it to go to the tank forever and go to the green tank so it stays on it. And then gonna, if we click a key and turn it. So for the green we have the letter keys, so I'll do X and Z. If I do Z, we want it to turn this way, and if we do X, we're going to want it to turn the other way. And now we want to set the purple direction, or the green turret direction, to be the direction that it's facing, which would help us later for the bullet. That looks okay. Do the same for the purple turret. Go to purple tank, and we'll do M and N for this one. M, or N, and then M, and then we want to set purple turret direction to this direction. And let's draw ourselves the bullet. Let's see. This will be our purple bullet with no outline. And then copy, paste for the green one. Let me center these. Centered. 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 Since it doesn't look that great, we'll fix the positioning later. Let me just code the bullets now. So when flag clicked, want it to go to the purple tank and hide. Oops, hide. When we click the purple one's the arrow, so when we click the space key, want it to show. Go to the front layer again so we can see it instead of it being behind the tank. Go to the tank again. Then we're going to make it so that the bullet always goes out the front of the turret. Point in direction. Purple turret. And then we're going to let it repeat. So we're going to let it keep going until it either touches the green tank or it's touching the edge. So this is the edge, and then we're going to throw it inside the repeat until loop. We're going to want it to move 10 steps in whatever direction it's facing. And if it's touching the green tank, we're going to want it to change the green's lives by -1. Yeah, and then when it's done all that, it's going to hide itself. And we're going to hide that and hide that. Move this over here. And let's see it go. Okay, not that great. We're going to want the green tank's position to be here. And that is around -157 and -114. Okay, we want to do everything for the green bullet too. When the C key is pressed, show, go to the front layer, go to the green tank, point in the green tank direction. If it's touching the purple tank or the edge, move, keep going. And if it's touching the purple tank, then change purple tank lives by -1. And now let's try it. Looks okay. Let me just make the turrets a bit smaller. They're a little huge. Costumes, select, or I'll just do it in code. Go to front layer, set size to 60%, set size to 60%, and much better. Okay, so we'll turn this one the other way. Yeah, much better. We click the space key. Okay, we're gonna have to move this to this side and drag it back. No, around here. Yeah, I think that looks centered. Let's test the green tank. So it turns okay. Shoots also okay. Okay, now let's test it on. See? Okay, the left are going down. Now let's set a game over. Go into the backdrops and make myself 2 game over screens. Here, alright. Game over purple wins. And game over green wins. Call this purple win. Call this green win. Now go to the tanks code. When green flag is clicked, forever, if purple lives equals 0, you want to broadcast purple loses, and then drag that into the green tank, and then change the variables. Green tank lives equals 0, broadcast, green loses, and then go into the backdrop and change everything when the flag's clicked. Switch the backdrop to the normal backdrop. When I receive green loses and purple loses, wanna switch the backdrop to green win, and then when green loses, switch the backdrop to purple win. And here, when backdrop switches to purple win, looks hide. When backdrop switches to green win, hide. And drag that into every sprite. Don't need to drag it in bullets, but I've already done so I'm just going to keep going. And I think that's about it. Let us try everything out now. Boop, boop, boop. 0. Oh, and we should hide. When I receive that, hide the variable green tank lives, hide the variable purple tank lives, duplicate, and when the green flag's clicked, show variable green tank lives and show variable purple tank lives. Let's try it once more. 1, 2, 3. Game over purple wins. Oh, I almost forgot. We also need to make the walls work in the game. Right here. So I'm gonna bring in some if touching the color of the wall. We want it to do the opposite of what each key does. So change the Y by -10. So they cancel out, so it ends up not moving. Here, change by 10. Duplicate. Change the X by -10. And change the X by 10. Same thing for the green tank. You just move these over here. If touching the color of the walls and you're touching that key, then you want to move in the opposite direction. And the same thing for the X. -10 and just 10. Let's try that out. Okay, doesn't go through, doesn't go through. Looks okay. That's it for today.